Growing up, Digimon Adventure was one of my favorite anime I watched. The adventure of these 7 kids that ends up getting dragged into a strange new world and having to fight for a way to return home is a story that has made a huge impact on me as a kid, and even now as a 25-year-old adult, I still remember it quite clearly. Needless to say, I was a little bit surprised, but also happy, when I saw that Digimon Adventure was getting a reboot. Not because it was all that unlikely, given the fact that Toei decided to jump back into it with the new movies, but more so because I wasn't really expecting them to go back to when the original cast were kids. But this raises one very important question. Will this reboot be able to live up to the original Digimon Adventure? I'm the Anime Top Scholar, and that is exactly what we're going to be taking a look at here today. This new take on Digimon Adventure features what seems to be an all-new story. Where they in the original went to a summer camp and was transported to the digital world, here the story starts with the focus being on Tai, or Taichi as he's known in the Japanese version, as he's getting his stuff ready to leave for the summer camp. He meets Koishiro Izumi, aka Issy, and as they are getting to know each other, we learn about these wide-scale cyber attacks that have been plaguing Tokyo. Through Issy's tablet, where he keeps a timeline on the cyber attacks, we get reports on a new attack that's affecting the Tokyo loop line. Tai gets worried because his mother and little sister are out, and they are just about to transfer from Shibuya onto the loop line. So Tai tries to get in contact with his mother as he and Issy runs for the train station. They get in contact with her, but the train ends up going out of control and their communication is cut off. Not knowing what to do, Tai ends up hearing a voice calling for him, and he gets transported to a strange digital world where he meets a strange monster named Koromon, who's getting beat up by some other monsters. Koromon evolves into Agumon, and Tai ends up joining him to fight these monsters that are responsible for the cyber attacks that are affecting the Tokyo loop line, and they defeat them to save the people that are trapped on the out-of-control trains. After they have defeated them, Tai learns from Issy that the cyber attacks are spreading to the US, where the monsters are attempting to take over their tactical data network in an attempt to get access to US tactical weaponry. So what I'm getting from this new series is that this new reboot seems to be a mix between the original Digimon Adventure and Bokuran no War Game, with a closer resemblance to the latter, as that too is about a virus that is spreading and takes over American military weapons to shoot a nuke towards Japan. This could make for an interesting new take on the Digimon Adventure series, but right now it's hard to tell if it's gonna do its own thing, or just ape after Bokuran no War Game. In my opinion, I hope it doesn't try to ape Bokuran no War Game too much. Most of this is because I hope that we get to see them go into a digital world that is more similar to the original Digi-world. You know, an actual vast world filled with Digimon, as opposed to just a cyberspace looking world. I also hope that it's not gonna get too tied down by the previous adventure works, so as to copy those too much. I like them in their own rights, but I want to see this new reboot try out some unique new ideas of its own. I mean, we are in 2020 now as opposed to 1999. So technology and the internet has changed a lot, and so has our understanding of it. That said though, as of episode 2, I am definitely on board with this reboot, if a little bit skeptical after watching episode 2. It seems like an interesting new take, yet still keeping true to the original by keeping the characters' old designs the same. Issy's tablet even turns into his old laptop, which was a nice little touch, and a lot of the interfaces look similar to how they looked in the OG Adventure series. Even the opening has some nice callbacks to the original OP. Speaking of openings, I definitely do like the new opening a lot. The song is nice and the visuals are pretty good. The song is sadly not as good as Butterfly was for the original series, but that's not really that unexpected for me, as Butterfly is one of my favorite anime openings of all time. Now, the one thing that I was definitely looking forward to seeing with this reboot was the animation, because for as much as I love the original Digimon Adventure series, it's not exactly what I would call well animated for the most part. So with this reboot, I was hoping to see a lot better quality animation, and the first 2 episodes did not disappoint. The characters' movements are a lot smoother. The transformations look a lot better now, as we actually get to see the shape and size of the Digimon morph into something else, as opposed to the original just spinning them around, then a flash, and then they have evolved. And the fights had some really nice effect work on the attacks, making for a lot bigger of an impact. Also, they used smear frames for certain parts of the fight in episode 1 as well. Gotta love those smears. All of this makes me very happy, and I hope they can keep a decent level of animation for the duration of this show. But depending on how long the show is, I am expecting there to be quality drops from time to time. Now that brings us to the next part, and that is the question of how long this series is gonna be. Normally, a Digimon anime is around 50 episodes long, so I would assume that's going to be the case here as well, though that has not been confirmed anywhere as of me writing this. I don't really care how long the show is going to be, all I want is a good story, and whether that means this is going to be a 10 episode or 100 episode series, I'm fine with either. I have high expectations for this reboot, and that does worry me a little, because it is still a kids show, and I'm afraid that I'm going to be expecting a bit too much from it. But I hope at the very least that it's going to be a good Digimon series. It's still a bit too early to tell, but I am optimistic based on those first 2 episodes. Either way, I'm just happy to see the characters that I grew up with returning once more. Digimon has always meant a lot to me, and even if this new series ends up sucking, that still won't change my love for the original. Okay, so those were my thoughts on the new Digimon Adventure reboot. Hopefully it will pan out and be a good show. The first 2 episodes has got me optimistic. I just hope I'm not expecting too much. Digimon was a huge part of my childhood, and I absolutely adored it. I don't know if I'm gonna connect as hard with this reboot, but I can always hope for the best. Anyways, I wanna know what your thoughts are on this reboot. Are you watching it? If not, then why? Any and all opinions are welcome. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more anime related content from the Anime Top Scholar. And if you want to watch more from me, you can check out the video I made on the original Digimon Adventure anime. Peace!